Recognizing the insidious nature of abuse in its many forms is essential for fostering a society that prioritizes safety, respect, and dignity for every individual. Abuse can manifest physically, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, and financially, each form deeply impacting the victim's well-being and sense of self. It is crucial to understand these manifestations, to identify them effectively, and take appropriate preventive measures. Physical abuse is perhaps the most visible form, often leaving marks that are hard to hide. Bruises, broken bones, and other injuries tell a story of violence that can be difficult to escape. Yet, the scars of emotional and psychological abuse can be even more profound, often remaining hidden beneath the surface. This form of abuse can involve manipulation, control, and intimidation, leading to a gradual erosion of the victim's self-worth and autonomy. It is characterized by tactics designed to instill fear, undermine confidence, and isolate the victim from their support systems. Recognizing these signs, such as constant criticism, gaslighting, or threats, can be challenging, particularly when they are framed as expressions of love or concern. Sexual abuse, too, takes many forms, ranging from coercion to outright violence. It is vital to understand that consent is not merely the absence of a no, but the presence of an enthusiastic and informed yes. Any violation of this principle constitutes abuse. Victims may struggle with feelings of shame or guilt, often silenced by societal stigma or fear of not being believed. Financial abuse, though less recognized, is equally damaging. This form of abuse involves controlling a partner's access to financial resources, limiting their independence, and reinforcing power imbalances. It can manifest as withholding money, tracking spending, or preventing a partner from working. The implications are profound, as financial dependence can trap individuals in abusive situations, making it difficult to seek help or leave. Understanding these forms of abuse is a critical first step toward prevention. Education is paramount. We must empower individuals with knowledge about what constitutes abuse and the importance of healthy relationships. Schools, workplaces, and community organizations should implement programs that promote awareness and provide resources for those affected. This education should extend to recognizing the signs of abusive behavior in oneself and others, fostering an environment where victims feel safe to speak out. Preventive measures also include creating strong support networks. Friends, family, and colleagues play a vital role in recognizing the signs of abuse and providing assistance. It is essential to cultivate a culture of openness and support, where individuals feel comfortable discussing their experiences without fear of judgment. Encouraging open dialogue about relationships, consent, and boundaries can dismantle the stigma surrounding abuse and empower victims to seek help. Emergency response systems must be robust and accessible. It is critical that victims know where to turn in times of crisis. This includes having clear pathways to legal assistance, shelters, and counseling services. Law enforcement agencies must be trained to handle domestic violence cases with sensitivity and understanding, ensuring that victims feel safe and supported when they reach out for help. The legal system must also be equipped to protect victims, offering restraining orders and other protective measures that can provide immediate relief from abusive situations. Community resources are vital in the fight against abuse. Local organizations should provide hotlines, support groups, and educational workshops that equip individuals with the tools they need to recognize and combat abusive dynamics. It is essential to ensure that these resources are accessible to all, regardless of socioeconomic status, race, or background. Advocacy for policies that support victims, such as paid leave for those escaping abusive situations or financial assistance for those seeking independence, can create a more supportive environment. We must also address the societal norms that perpetuate abuse. Challenging stereotypes about gender roles, power dynamics, and relationships is crucial in dismantling the structures that allow abuse to thrive. Media representation plays a significant role in shaping perceptions of abuse. We must advocate for accurate and responsible portrayals that reflect the realities faced by victims and survivors. In addition, we must recognize the intersectionality of abuse. Different communities experience abuse in unique ways, influenced by cultural, economic, and social factors. Tailoring prevention and response strategies to address these differences is essential for effective intervention. Engaging with community leaders and organizations can help ensure that resources are culturally competent and relevant. Finally, we must emphasize the importance of self-care and mental health support for both victims and those working to combat abuse. The emotional toll of witnessing or experiencing abuse can be overwhelming, and it is vital to prioritize mental health resources and support systems. Building resilience and coping strategies can empower individuals to navigate their experiences and advocate for themselves and others. In conclusion, recognizing the multifaceted nature of abuse is essential for prevention and response. By educating ourselves and our communities, fostering supportive networks, advocating for robust emergency responses, and challenging societal norms, we can create an environment that prioritizes safety, respect, and dignity for all. It is a collective responsibility to ensure that every individual feels empowered to speak out, seek help, and ultimately break the cycle of abuse. Together, we can build a future where abuse is not tolerated and every person can thrive free from fear.